Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Virtue Cast, a game from the MLG Columbus tournament. And this time it looks like we're going to have a Protoss versus Terran. Spawning in the left position, the 9 o'clock position, we have our familiar Terran, Dignitas SjoW. And spawning over at the 3 o'clock position, we have Root KiWiKaKi, the Protoss player. KiWiKaKi, a two-time second-place finisher in the MLG tournaments. Finished second in Dallas as well as Raleigh. And he's also finished fourth in MLG. He is probably has the best results for a player not to win an MLG. And former Warcraft 3 pro, just like our Terran SjoW. And he's sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Pretty cool. And then SjoW, he is a, like I said, former Warcraft 3 professional. He is from Team Dignitas, and his best MLG finish is 5th in Raleigh. And he was the IM Season 5 European Champion, and he is our Swedish player. And our Protoss player over here is Canadian. It looks like a gas first build here for KiWiKaKi. A little bit surprising, possibly going to go maybe some Dark Templar tech, maybe he's just trying to get a quick robo out. We'll have to see what happens. But he immediately puts 3 guys on that gas, still chrono boosting his Nexus, so you can probably get away with that. But he does have a little extra energy here saved up, as he does send out a scout here, and it looks like he's going to scout the 12 o'clock position first, and that would be the incorrect position, so he'll have to get that a little later. Looks like SjoW over here taking a barracks, getting his first gas up, putting a couple guys on it, so he will be getting some gas going early. The map is Metalopolis, which I think personally is one of the most balanced maps. It is the MLG variant, so you will see the supply depots at the bottom of each ramp, preventing a cannon in or a wall in situation. So that will prevent any cheese, which MLG, I like doing that, as they prefer the little bit longer, more standard games. Looks like KiWiKaKi heading in the base here. Dignitas SjoW is one of those players, he's been pretty vocal or public about his lack of scouting. He doesn't think there's a lot to gain by scouting early in the game. And it looks like SjoW is getting off a few shots here. Is he going to get that? I don't think. Wow, great control by KiWiKaKi to get out of there, and he's going to save that probe. That is a big deal, especially early in the game, to save that. Looks like a 1-Rax expand coming out for SjoW, which doesn't look like any super tech going on. We're going to see what KiWiKaKi does from here with that early gas. He's going to send out a Zealot, chrono boosting a Stalker. I don't see a Twilight Council coming down yet, although he does have the gas for it, and it looks like he will begin to have the minerals for it. Perhaps he went with that early gas just to get out some quick sentries, possibly. We'll see here in a minute. There it is, quick robo. So that's what that early gas was for, is for a quick robo. Probably going to follow this up with a sentry here in a second. Pretty good timing here as he's at 100. And he's going to throw down his second gas. So it looks like he just wants to get out some early scouting information, possibly maybe an Immortal push. You see a pylon or a probe up here, possibly going to put down a pylon. Zealot here at the front, maybe waiting on this Stalker, which he is. Possibly going to poke the front. You see 4 Marines here, and it looks like SjoW may be able to. It does not look like he's going to be able to get off. And it looks like KiWiKaKi is going to do a little bit of pressure here. He's going to be deflected by the wall in. As he leaves this one down, possibly to bait, I'm not sure, as he's going to get in a few pot shots here at this supply depot. Looks like an observer coming out here, so that's possibly what he was going to go with, just a little bit of quick scouting information. Warp gate's about 3/4 completed. Recent patch added 20 seconds to warp gate research, so that deflected a lot of things. It looks like a Nexus just goes down for KiWiKaKi, so it looks like both players, similar mindset. Did throw down a few additional barracks here. Tech Lab on this one, getting quick concussive shells. So, of course, a Marauder would be coming out of this barracks. And it looks like he is going to float that command center down, as he will be able to push out here and push away the Stalker and 2 Zealots. And it looks like KiWiKaKi does lose that Zealot, and he's going to try to micro a little bit, but just too many Marines to micro effectively. He's still going to poke a little bit, but he may, does not look like he will lose it. So KiWiKaKi getting his expansion up a little sooner than, or SjoW getting his expansion up a little sooner than KiWiKaKi. Take a look at the units tab. KiWiKaKi does have the harvester differential, but you look at the mules will even that out. Almost exactly even in mineral income. Not quite even in the gas income, but that is why SjoW is producing a few more SCVs. He will be creating out of both. Look at the production tab, is double SCV production. Observer coming in, getting some information, getting pretty much everything he needs to know. He's getting a perfect scout off. Everything he could possibly learn, he did learn. So that Observer is definitely paid for itself. A lot of the pro-level players, they will do a great job controlling their Observers. One thing I do is I don't think I control them well enough, and I happen to lose them. And the professional players, they get in, they get out. And what I happen to do is I just put them there and leave them. A couple Marauders pushing up to the Xel'Naga, hoping to run into a Stalker. All they get's a probe. But, you know, any kill's a good kill at this moment. A couple units lost. He lost his Zelt in the probe, so he's down, and then you lost one SCV, so pretty even on everything. Take a look at the production tab. We see a factory coming down, stem, and the combat shields coming out of here. So a factory coming down, maybe going to transition to some tank play. Possibly he may go for a quick starport after that to get medvacs out. As mech just, at least what I've noticed, isn't super effective against Protoss. Tanks tend to be almost like a hero unit, as the Protoss players will focus them down before they can really shell out any real damage. Two more gateways coming up for KiWiKaKi. Another Observer coming out. He does have an Immortal out at the front, as we saw. Looks like he's chrono boosting probes, which is good. Does not have a forge yet. Robotic support bay going down here momentarily. Just went down. So it looks like he's going to try to transition into some Colossi tech. As we go back here, we do see that a reactor coming down on this factory and a starport going down right next to it. So most likely he will lift this factory off right after the reactor finishes and then lift the starport off, land it, and do a hot swap. That way he can get double medevac or double Viking production, which will play out well for him with the Colossi play from KiWiKaKi. Still two probes. Still probe production coming out of KiWiKaKi and SjoW. As you take a look at the units tab, we're going to see 39 to 51. So KiWiKaKi does have the superior income at the moment, harvester-wise. But like I said, the mules tend to even out the battle, and the mules put in to compensate for the chrono boost. So I don't feel as if mules are imbalanced. I know there's a lot of jargon going on about that. Looks like he's going to go for the quick thermal lance, which is what I like to do. Everybody likes to do. You got to get that thermal lance out. I think it's one of the most essential upgrades in the game. A big, scary push coming out from SjoW here. I don't know with the units KiWiKaKi has out right now, he'd be able to hold this, but force fields would need to be perfect. But if with that Colossus on the way, he should be able to hold this off. Double forge coming down. Always like to see double forge. Get the double upgrades. Get some cannons up at your third if you need. Stalker getting wind of this, so KiWiKaKi does know this is coming. And will he be able to get there in time? And we may see an elevator possibly from these medvacs lifting up a couple things. No, they're actually going to try to push the front. This as he sends out a and the stem. Let's see if he can get in there. The probe coming out, dying just for a little bit of intel. He did force a stem there of all the units, and that's the one downside of hotkeying all your units in one bunch, is sometimes when you stem, you overstem, and these medvacs, all their energy is going to get used up preparing this one stem, but we do see a second wave of medvacs coming, and that will be important. Looks like a cannon going up, possibly, where do we have that going up? Possibly here at the main to prevent a drop right here. Or just to prevent any drop play. And that's just good precautionary measures from KiWiKaKi. Another starport coming down, third floating over for SjoW. So I have to say SjoW is in a very good position right now, taking his third, getting another starport, so he can pump out Vikings, double Viking here to combat the Colossi, and possibly put a reactor on this one, get more Vikings and medevacs. It looks like he's going to go for a bio play. Two more barracks going down, missile turrets going down, planetary fortress at this third, and it looks like that will get up in time. No pressure. Third going down just now for KiWiKaKi. He is behind a little bit in his third, but like I said, he does have the superior probe count, so whenever that does finish, he will be able to transfer over and immediately reap the benefits of a third. Both players kind of just sitting back, macroing at the moment. If you look at the production tab, we still see Colossi. We see a couple probes. You see charge on the way, +1 armor, just getting ready to finish. +2 attack going down, +2 for both going down here. So he is getting +2 attack, and he should go ahead and get the +2 armor, it looks like, is what he had planned in his build order. Possibly not. He's going with 4 more gateways being thrown down here. So this is that big timing push is what he's looking for. And this is a pretty good army composition here. 2 Colossi, plenty of sentries to split, Marauder to tank, and not a Marauder, an Immortal to tank as well as absolutely dominate the Immortals. With not enough Vikings on the field yet, we only see 4 Vikings. They can easily be focused down. It looks like KiWiKaKi's going to, or not KiWiKaKi, SjoW's going to send out a little force here, maybe towards the 3rd, but as you can see, a wave of Zealots being warped in. If we take a look at the production tab, Charge is almost completed. Dark Shrine on the way. +2/+2 on the way as he does take out a probe there. Stems in. I don't know if KiWiKaKi's going to be able to handle this as he's sending over 3 Colossi. That should easily handle this. As he stems in and he will be forced to run out of there. Really no damage. Probably broke even on that. But if you take a look at the supply, SjoW is about 20 supply ahead right now as he's getting that double Viking Ghost Academy on the way. That'll be essential for the EMPs to help prevent the splitting of the army. And it looks like SjoW is going, it is determined that he is going for a bio army as the factory has done nothing since it was built. +1 armor just now finishing for SjoW, so he does have +1/+1 coming out, which KiWiKaKi upgrades superior right now, is getting ready to finish his 2/2. Looks like KiWiKaKi possibly pushing out to take a 4th here. Or no, he's actually going to go ahead and put a pylon up here, which is a great idea. Just so he can reinforce. And I don't know if he has vision of this big push coming, just has good game sense to push this over. Actually, he did have vision, I think, of this Zelnaga. But, 1 Zealot going down to scout the number of units. He sees plenty of Vikings. These Vikings are going to try to come up here and flank the Colossi while the bio comes in. And here we go. It looks like it's going to be a big attack here. He's going to force it. Automatically gets 1 Colossi off the bat. This is going to be very hard for KiWiKaKi to deal with as the Colossi are absolutely getting shelled by the Vikings. Good force fields here. DT's coming in. Reigning supreme. No detection. I don't even think SjoW has noticed this yet as these DTs are absolutely chewing through the army. There's the scan. It comes a little late. But these DTs have already done a great job just to help a little bit. You see a Colossi and 5 Zealots and a few DTs looking to come over, and it looks like he may lose this 3rd. It doesn't look like great focus fire. If he stemmed, he could probably snipe this down, but he's a little bit late. Here come the Zealots and DTs coming in, and it looks like the Colossi is being focus fired, but the Zealots were able, and the DTs were able to absolutely have rain, and he will have to lift and get out of there. As he does save the 3rd, which was really good for KiWiKaKi, but now he's a good 50 supply behind, but he does have the upgrade advantage. So possibly he will be able to come back in this game. This DT is going to go out and see if he can do any scouting, possibly take out this unit at the Zelnaga and control that. KiWiKaKi does have a forward pylon that will help him with reinforcing if he wants to push here. But it looks like another big, scary force coming out from SjoW right now. Take a look at the units tab. You see 3 DTs, a Colossi, a couple Stalkers, and 15 Zealots. And the Zealots are the right thing to do when SjoW does go this many Vikings, because the Colossi are going to almost be, you see, what do we have here? Almost, 28 damage per shot, 8 Vikings. That's almost 190 damage a shot. They're getting 2-shotted by the Vikings. Almost useless in this situation. And it looks like SjoW's probably going to push up here again, as he does have a pretty good army. I don't know, though. A lot of medevacs, a lot of Vikings. The Vikings will automatically kill this Colossi before it even shows up for the battle, but the Zealots come in and get the surround as the Stalkers are shooting away at the Vikings as opposed to the Marauders and Marines. The probe's being pulled here. As you can see, Dignitas SjoW on the minimap taking the gold, and it looks like this possibly could force a GG as he's 100 supply behind at the moment. KiWiKaKi is. He may lose his 3rd. Plenty of scans, save them up. Lifting back off to go back after the Colossi. He will have to go ahead and sacrifice the 3rd, although he's going to try to push forward at the last moment. I don't think KiWiKaKi is going to be able to hold this off, and it looks like SjoW is going to take game 1. We're looking for a GG any moment now, as this 4th is up. There's the GG from KiWiKaKi, and that was a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Good game 1 has a good PVT. I don't know if there was any one action that actually made KiWiKaKi lose this game. I think SjoW just had a good build order, good timings, and I think he just had a better army composition. He had more units quicker in the game. I don't know if it would be the reason, but KiWiKaKi went for the earlier upgrades, and I don't think that necessarily cost him, but just a good game in general. I don't know if there was any one unit that cost him the game, or any one, not unit, but any one action that cost him the game. But nonetheless, a good game here from SjoW, and looking forward to game 2 of this best of 3. We'll see if it goes to a game 3. We'll see if our Protoss player KiWiKaKi can fight back and force a game 3 in the next game. This is Virtue signing out.